Hi, my name is Paul Anderson. I'm 40 years old, 168 centimetres, and was banded by Dr. Basson in February of this year, which is 2012. At the start of my journey, I was 130 kilos. I lost 12 kilos on the OptiFast stage, or just before the OptiFast stage, before I was banded, and went in to be banded at 118. Over the period of time, which is now about 6-7 months, I've lost almost 42 kilos, hovering around the between 89 to 91 kilo mark. Each day is different. One day I can get up and I can have a nice breakfast of scrambled eggs and a drink of coffee, but the next day, if the band doesn't want it, it's not going to allow the scrambled eggs through. At the moment, I'm hovering, like I said, hovering around between 89 to 91. That's the reason behind that is I'm starting to build muscle at the same time, and also I'm starting my journey as a personal trainer in the fitness industry to help other banded people along the way. Getting the band at the time, I was having trouble being around the 130 kilos. You're constantly sweating all the time, chafing, you don't really want to do much. Going into a gym or going for a walk was quite hard. You didn't feel like you should have been there. People would look at you different. They always saw you coming and wonder what you were doing in those sort of places. Also simple things of like I work in the mines as a blast hole driller, so hopping on a plane was always a worry. Was the seatbelt going to fit around me at the time? People see you coming down the aisle and thought, I hope he's not going to sit next to me because he's going to take up a seat and a half. So also going for a medical for me was quite a nerve-wracking experience, especially changing from mine to mine, because you had to be around the 120 kilos, and hoping that I was going to be around the 120 mark when I went for the medical. And also doing the medical, I'd come out sweating. Yeah, it just wasn't a very nice experience, and hoping you'd be under that 120 kilo mark. But now it's not a problem. I can walk into any medical and I don't have to worry at all. I can do any of their exercises without a problem and not even build up a sweat, so that's quite good. Food wise, when I got the band, you have to do the OptiFast stage. I'm not going to lie to you, OptiFast stage is a real problem for me. OptiFast isn't the nicest food out, being a complete diet. But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you, it tastes horrible. You lose a fair few kilos. Different people lose different kilos on the OptiFast stage. Then you go in for surgery. Surgery day for me, a little bit nerve-wracking, but I wasn't too overly worried because I'd built up a fair bit of time before it to get used to it. I think there was a 6-month waiting list before I went in. I went in September to have my consultation, and then I went in for my surgery in February, so what's that, 5 months? I had my dietitian appointment and also had to go and see the psych before my surgery. They were both good. A bit of information you get from them is always good. After the surgery, I didn't get what everyone else got. A lot of people get shoulder pain, constipation, stuff like that. I was blessed, I didn't get any of that, which was really good. And I haven't had a problem. BMI clinic with the aftercare is second to none. I actually enjoy going to the BMI clinic. When I went and had my first fill was with Dr. Kruger. Dr. Kruger, when he puts a fill in, I can guarantee you it doesn't hurt. So there's no need to be nervous. A lot of people are quite worried about that. And I go in and see Dr. Kathy, and I also take my fitness power that I have on my phone, that the food I've been eating, and she normally gives me a backhander when she sees what I've been eating for those 2 weeks. And I get measured and weighed each time I go in, which is always quite a joy, and I get a little readout of what's happening between the 2 weeks, so that's always good. So I've got about 6 of them sitting at home. I can always go back and refer over them when things are a little bit hard. But the aftercare there, I always can ring up and get an appointment anytime. As I said, I work on the mine, so I can't just come in when they tell me to, so I can normally just ring up and they fit me in when they can. But most of the time it's never a problem. They've always got a spot open somewhere along the line. Like I had a problem one time, I had a little bit too much fill put in, and I had to go back and so I went back the next day and got a little bit taken out, and they're more than happy to do that. Getting fills put in, it's not a big problem like a lot of people think it's going to be. I'm scared of needles, everyone's scared of needles. and I can guarantee you the fear of needles goes away real quick once you get your first fill put in. I think I've had now probably 10 or 12 fills put in. Like I said, I'm at 7. The journey with the band, you do have your up and down days. Some days you do just want to run with the head and eat whatever you like, and it's not the be all and end all. Like I said, it's a tool, so you do battle with it, but yeah, never give up on what you're doing. It's a long road. It's not a you know, it has worked for me in 6 months, as you'll see, but it doesn't work for everyone like that as quick. Everyone's different. But yeah, food's still an issue. When you go out, you still got to work out what you got to eat. You can't just go to a barbecue and just pick out on cheesels and all the meat and that stuff there. You really have to watch what you eat. But like I said, that's a battle every day. Is head hunger. It's not it won't go away from you straight away. But every day I get up, I feel refreshed. I'm more than happy to go to work. It's not a hard slog. My clothes are, like I said, looser. So I'm more than happy to go and sit in the drill rig for the day and not be worried about the medics coming to pick up a 130 kilo person lying out in the paddock. You know, it's. I'm also working as an emergency response team on the mine, so I wouldn't have done that before. So a lot of the outcomes are going on. I'm doing things that I wouldn't have done before, being the weight I was, because I'm not afraid to go and approach the people to do the classes or the courses, or be part of the emergency response team on the mines, or walk into a gym and ask to be a personal trainer. It's something I wouldn't have done at 130 kilos. So yeah, my outlook on life at the moment is yeah, pretty good. I really enjoy it. I would recommend surgery. Probably if you're looking at surgery, you've been down every avenue, Weight Watchers, all the diets under the sun. You're probably yo-yo dieted. So I've been through it all. I've done Weight Watchers. I've been at gyms. I've tried it. I've tried every trick, and none of it seemed to work for me, because I'd lose the weight. I lost 25 kilos in 10 weeks on Weight Watchers, and just gets too hard, and I put it all back on again, and plus probably a bit extra, like everyone. So the surgery to me was my stopping point. I got to a point and said, that's enough. It's time to get real. I'm getting near the 40 mark. So let's try something different. And weight loss surgery to me was my tool. And I'll use the band as a tool. I don't use it as the fix. So surgery for most people will be probably the end of the line. After you tried all the other diets, I wouldn't say go and have surgery done if it's your first time of trying to lose weight. You know, you really got to put in some homework, have a read, have a think about the information, go back and think about it, then go and chat to the surgeons, and then to make your decision from there. It's not an overnight decision. It's going to be with you for life. So, yeah.